Hello YouTube, my name is Nick, and today I'll be going over how to get a nuke in Modern Warfare 2. A lot of people have asked me how to get a nuke, because some people are unable to get nukes, or are unable to get the 10 nukes required to get the spinny nuke emblem or whatever. So I'm going to give a few tips on how to get a nuke. Now first off, I want to say that there's no real secret to getting a nuke. All it is getting 25 kills. To do that, obviously you have to get a bunch of kills without dying, which means you have to be pretty good at the game in the first place. You don't have to be a pro or anything, it's not too hard because the kill streaks really make it easy, but it can be a little difficult to get those kill streaks and to stay alive long enough to get that nuke. So I'm going to give you guys a few tips on how to do that. First off, when choosing your class, you want to choose the most tryhard class possible. The class I'm using here is a good example of that. I have a red dot ACR, Akimbo replicas, scavenger stopping power, sit rep pro. I got claymores and stun grenades, and these are all very important things to have. It doesn't have to be exactly like this, but you want to use a gun you're very comfortable with, and a gun that's very good, such as the FAMAS, maybe the M4 or the SCAR, possibly the TAR, although the TAR can be a bit hard to control in some long-range situations. I would highly recommend Scavenger for your first perk because you don't want to run out of ammo. One-man army is an alternative, but I find I often die while switching to that one-man army. A lot of times it's more convenient to get a scavenger pack, although in some situations you can't find a scavenger pack, and that one-man army can be convenient to have as long as you're not noob tubing, because you're not allowed to do that. I would highly recommend stopping power as well. Some people try to do it with hardline, but honestly, when you're going for 25 kills, one more kill isn't too big of a deal. You're more likely to lose a gunfight because you don't have stopping power than you are to get that one, or than you are to die one kill short of a nuke. So stopping power is probably the better idea. Although if you're just going to be using kill streaks, if you're going to rely on the kill streaks, then I guess maybe getting 6 kills is a little bit easier than getting to 7, but I don't know. I would go with stopping power. For your third perk, Ninja's a good choice. I'm using sit rep. Doesn't really matter, either of those work well. You just don't want to be using Scrambler or something like that. That probably won't help you. Claymores are very good. They can cover your flank. In this situation, you're trying to not die, so if you put a Claymore behind you and look in one direction, then you're you're very less likely to get shot in the back, which is a high cause of death in the Call of Duty world. For kill streaks are very important because unless you're going for a kill streakless nuke, then your kill streaks will hopefully be doing most of the work for you. Hooray for kill streaks. So obviously you want to have the tactical nuke set as your kill streak, otherwise you can't get a nuke. That kind of goes without saying. The first kill streak I would go with Harrier. This is because the Harrier is a fairly low kill streak and it can get up to 10 kills in a big map, open map. So you want to, I'll get turned on, buddy. You want to use that Harrier. It's always a good idea. Your second kill streak is usually going to be a chopper gunner or an AC-130. I would recommend chopper gunner. There's a few situations where the AC-130 has the advantage. Its biggest advantage is the fact that it takes 3 stingers to shoot it down instead of 2. But I find that even with a good AC-130, I rarely get more kills than I do with a chopper. The chopper is just the better choice. You're more likely to get the nuke while in the chopper than you are to get the nuke while in the AC-130. Very rarely do I actually manage to get 14 kills with an AC-130. It just doesn't happen for me. I might just be bad with it, but personally I'd go with the chopper gunner as your second kill streak. A couple other things to take in mind are the map you're playing on. This is very important because some maps just aren't well suited for getting a nuke, especially ones that are mostly inside or don't have very good chopper gunner spots. Maps like, I don't know, maybe Karachi or Invasion can be hard. Any map you can get a nuke, like if you're playing Domination on Skid Row and the enemy is trapped at A, they spawn outside and the chopper tends to hover right above their spawn and they can't do anything at all. And you can get like maybe 50 or 60 kills with the chopper if you're lucky. So even a map like Skid Row you can do well, but it's less likely that you're going to do well. The maps I'd recommend most are obviously Afghan. I think I've gotten most of my nukes on Afghan. Well over 100 nukes I've gotten on Afghan. Very good map. The chopper gunners do a lot of damage. Harriers can get up to 10 kills on this map. So highly recommend, Afghan for getting a nuke. Next off, what else? What's a good map? Salvage. Salvage is a very good map for getting a nuke. It's a small map, mainly open. They tend to spawn outside. Very good map for getting a nuke. Same with Trailer Park, also small, and they tend to spawn outside, which is very good. There's not a lot of tall buildings obstructing your view. I'm trying to think of that one map. I think it's Strike, one of the COD 4 maps. Even though people don't spend a lot of time in buildings, there's a lot of tall buildings and they just kind of get in the way of the chopper gunner, which just really sucks. Obviously Wasteland's a pretty good map, but I find my chopper gunners get shot down more often on Wasteland just because people are like, oh, it's a big open map, there's nowhere for me to hide, so my only option is to shoot it down. So Wasteland is a good idea, but I find it's more likely that you're going to get shot down. Next, I want to talk about patience. You don't want to be rushing around here. You want to look at your mini-map, look where your teammates are. You don't want to be the first one to enter an area. Don't go into an area unless your teammates are already there. You don't want to be risking your life. Also, if you're playing an objective game, you don't want to completely ignore the objective. I know getting a nuke wins the game for your team, which is good, but if your team's getting crushed, it's going to be hard to get a lot of kills, and that can kind of suck for you. Also, just because you have a nuke set doesn't guarantee that you're going to get it. And if you don't, and you're not playing any objectives, your team is liable to lose. So you want to, capture the flags in Domination. It'll really help when you're trying to, say, spawn trap the enemy team. It'll help you get a lot more kills, and it'll make your job a lot easier. The game type you're playing is also important. I'm not entirely sure whether it's better to get a nuke in Ground War or in Domination. Those are the two game types I get nukes in most often. Demolition's also a good game type. Demolition, because you have multiple rounds and your kill streaks carry over from one round to the next, you get more ammo, and you pretty much just get more ammo, I guess, and you're sent back to maybe a safe place when you respawn the next round. So that can be good, and since your kill streaks carry over, you can still get a nuke. Even if you get maybe like 15 kills the first round, all you have to do next round is get 10 kills, which can be good. But Domination versus Ground War, the main difference is the people. You get 3 more people per team, so 6 more people per lobby in a Ground War. Now, having more people is both good and bad for trying to get a nuke. First off, more people is going to make it easier for your chopper gunner to get kills. Your chopper is likely to get more kills if there's more people in the lobby. But on the flip side, now there's more people who can shoot down your chopper gunner. So really you have to weigh the odds. I'd say it's more, if you get lucky in a Ground War lobby, you're more likely to get the nuke because your chopper is more likely to get kills. But yeah, so if you're really struggling to get the nuke, it might take a little bit longer, but you can try Ground War lobbies. If you can't do it in Domination, if you find you're not getting enough kills in Domination lobbies, then you can try in Ground War. If you find in Ground War you're always getting shot down, then try some Domination. Another downside to Ground War is that since there's more people noob tube. But anyways, there's a nuke. That was, I think, my second life. The first life I was on like a 20-something kill streak and I died. But yeah, I ended up getting that nuke there. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed these tips. If you'd like any more tips, have any more questions, anything else you want to ask about how to get a nuke, leave a comment and I'll be sure to answer that for you. So thank you guys for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe for more, and post a comment telling me what you think about my